Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another cool arcade game. This time it's the king of the arcade, the king of Kong, Donkey Kong. This is probably one of the most famous classic games ever made, of course. Nintendo's classic. And this is the original cabinet. Came out in 1980, I believe, maybe 1981. But we just finished this thing up. Figured I'd videotape it. I know everybody likes seeing cool arcade games. Well, it doesn't get much cooler than Donkey Kong, right? So we'll check out just a general overview of the cabinet, and then we'll play it a little bit. This one's in pretty nice shape. We put replacement side art on it. It's usually peeled off on these Nintendo cabinets, unfortunately. So that is replacement artwork that looks great. I'll show you a neat thing about the, or maybe I'll show you from the other side because it'll be a little easier to see it. Alright, I'll let the light hit it so you can see how it goes on pretty flat. These are really cool cabinets. I'll show you a little bit about how they were constructed. They made two types. They made one type out of plywood. Plywood is, you know, layers of wood together. And then they made some out of particle board, which is basically chips of wood or actually sawdust and glue. So this is one of the cool plywood ones. It's a real thin type of plywood. You can see how it's not quite as thick as an American sheet of plywood. And then the outside ply is this laminate that's really it's kind of, I'm trying to let the light hit it so you can see it. It's almost like Formica. It's really shiny and is already that color. So the Donkey Kong cabinets, of course, were all like a light blue, that famous Donkey Kong blue. So this is one of those cabinets. It's probably built actually in Japan. You can see where it's abrased here a little bit. I'll let that, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. There's an outside layer that's almost like a Formica. So the original Nintendo cabinets were like that. And so it's really smooth, and so the art goes on really smooth. And then I'll show you these bolt holes. These two here, so you can see a little bit of a wrinkle in the art. These two bolt holes hold the, there's a bar on the back of the cabinet that holds the monitor. And then there's these three extra bolt holes. You can see they're kind of in a line. Those were to hold a bracket that goes on the inside so that you could actually turn the monitor and mount it sideways instead of vertically like it's mounted for Donkey Kong. And the reason that they had those like that was, I guess they were planning ahead so that you could use it as a kit cabinet. So you can see the two in the back near her feet that hold the supports for the vertically mounted monitor, and then you can see the three that will hold the support for the horizontally mounted monitor. So their horizontal games were I think Popeye and Mario Brothers at the time. So, but since this one came out before that, it's kind of strange, and it kind of begs the question, I wonder if they knew they were going to have horizontally mounted games. You see some of the artwork. This is the original bezel. Pretty stylized picture of Mario. Mario was not Mario yet in this game. He was Jumpman. And Pauline was what later became the princess. So this is the original instruction card. Still in pretty good shape, so we left it. Save the lady from Donkey Kong. Insert coins. Select one or two players. Controller moves Jumpman in 4 directions. Jump button makes Jumpman jump. If Jumpman reaches the top, Donkey Kong takes the lady higher up and structure changes shape. When a certain structure has been cleared, Jumpman saves the lady. A mystery. I wonder what that certain structure is, right? If you look a little bit, see how it's kind of a little bit discolored above the buttons? These things were bad about people putting a cigarette on it. Back in the day, you know, a lot more people smoked, especially teenagers, and they would put, or you know, young 20-somethings, and they would put a cigarette laying on top of the start buttons because it'll stay there. So whenever you did, if it burned down, it would melt the button a little bit. See how the buttons melted just a little bit? But it's not real nasty looking, and it's not horrible, so we left the original buttons. So anyway, that's Donkey Kong. One of the coolest classic games ever. Just figured we'd show you a little bit of the cabinet. It's here in our showroom. Don't know how long it'll last. These usually sell pretty quick. Anytime we find a blue Nintendo cabinet, we try to turn it back into a Donkey Kong if we can help it. So. But I'll set the tripod up and just play just a couple levels. Everybody's played Donkey Kong, but I'll show you what it looks like on this original Nintendo cabinet. Okay, folks, we are back. Show you a little bit of Donkey Kong. One of the most famous games ever, because it's one of the coolest games ever. So this is the first game that Donkey Kong was in. This is also the first game that the character they called Jumpman that would become Mario was in. Everybody's played this. I just figured I'd videotape a little bit of it just to show you it up and running on an original cabinet. And doesn't get much cooler than this. So we'll try it out. Standard disclaimer, I am not a great Donkey Kong player, or I'm not great at any game, so I'm not trying to say I know any special tricks or anything, but I'm just going to show you how the game plays. Drop a quarter in. Check that out. Still takes quarters, people. All right. Here we go. Oh no, he's got Pauline. How high can you get? Whoa. I got her! I saved her! Oh no! What happened? I'm not really that good at this level. Like, I never... They burn me up from time to time on this one. There's some kind of trick up here. I can't remember it, but you can kind of get all of them to go over on the other side and then jump on Donkey Kong's toe or something. I can't remember exactly how it goes. This is on an original Sanyo monitor, which was the monitor that originally came in the cabinet. Which was an interesting monitor because it had inverted video, so all of the colors are actually backwards from how they're actually displayed. If you hook it up to a regular monitor, or the wrong monitor, I should say, it will, everything will be the wrong color. Oh, they got me. I had nowhere to go. But we've rebuilt the monitor. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. And it's cool having it in the original cabinet with the original monitor, original game board. Thing's 34 years old now. Still works great. I don't know why I didn't grab the hammer earlier. They were giving me all that trouble. I should have hit some of them. Maybe I'll go knock out that top one. Maybe he'll be stuck up there. Or maybe not. I'm kind of in trouble because I don't think they'll come up here if I've got the hammer. They might. Oop. They're smarter than that. There is a timer on this. You can't really just hang out. Let me go down and see if they'll chase me. And then I can go up and get that last one. Got him. Again, I'm no expert. I know I'm probably doing stupid stuff, but I just figured I'd... That one's always kind of right at you. You kind of have to decide if you're trying to play for points or if you're trying to just survive. I should have jumped straight up. Or if you're trying to just get farther along in the game. If you're trying to play for points, you know, you should jump over as many barrels as possible before you run out of time. I think I might have the difficulty a little higher than normal on this one because, oh, I'm in trouble. See how it didn't give me the 100 points on that one? What's up with that? I want my 100 points. I'm gonna show you a little trick on the top part just because, oh, if I could ever get up there. You can jump off the wall. It doesn't really help you, but it's kind of neat that he bounces off the wall. Here, I'll do it on the bottom one. Watch this. Useless, but it's pretty cool. Oh, barely made it. Oh, they, oh! All right, folks, that's that. Game over. Check it out. I'm the best ever at this. Since we've turned it on 10 minutes ago. All right, so there you go. That's Donkey Kong. I just figured I'd shoot a little video of the gameplay just to show you how it is on an original game. That's what it looks like in the dark. There's no coin door lights on these Nintendo cabinets. But man, what an awesome game. True classic. You can see all the games that we have in right now at lionsarcade.com. By the time you see this video, this game may already be sold, and we're just trying to document some of these and show some of the cool games that come through our showroom, and they certainly don't get much cooler than Donkey Kong. We're in downtown. Stop by sometime and you can try these games out here in the showroom. You know, if you're looking to buy one for your house or something. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And that's Donkey Kong. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.